that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
17 members and associates of the Hells Angels are facing criminal charges in a violent attack.
Federal agents allege the Outlaws sold drugs, traded firearms, and engaged in insurance fraud and even tampered with government witnesses.
We have learned there is cell phone video as well as surveillance video of evidence in this attack.
The U.S. Attorney characterized today's raids as historic, the largest federal bust on organized criminal gang activity.
Retaliation is common for crimes involving biker gangs. However, it could happen anywhere because of how interconnected gangs have become nationwide.
The 3-year investigation resulted in 42 federal indictments on a variety of charges, including racketeering, money laundering, drugs, gambling, insurance fraud, and extortion.
There's a bunch of bikers up here, and they're shooting guns and stuff. I need the police now.
Play on foot going towards 2nd Street. Okay, we see.
Then you see a pack of Hells Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined the street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out there.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we got a lot to talk about. Before we get started on the Twin Outlaw Sisterhood, let's talk about the breaking news. I got some more information for you guys. I told you I would bring it to you as it comes in, and we got some information. I got pictures from the raids, and I got the whole story on what happened. So, without any further ado, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chatting with Stacks, the breaking news story network where you can get exclusive information first before anybody else. So, like I told you before, 32 search warrants were served related to the New Smyrna Beach shooting that happened earlier this year. I told you more information would be coming, and I have it. So, let's get to the story. Search warrants were served across Florida, and some people were taken into custody. A statewide raid results in motorcycle club arrests over Bike Week shootout. This is in Volusia County, Florida. Multiple Mongols motorcycle club members are now in custody in Volusia County and across the state after a major operation with the FBI. The sheriff's office says that a group is responsible for a shootout between rival motorcycle clubs at a busy gas station in New Smyrna Beach during Bike Week. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office raided the Mongols clubhouse and several members' homes early Wednesday. Now, more than 30 people across the state are now facing charges. 28 are in custody so far. This includes the club's president, who surrendered at his home in Edgewater. SWAT recovered multiple weapons at his home. SWAT also raided the Mongols clubhouse in Edgewater. Volusia County Sheriff's Mike Chitwood said that some club members are in the country illegally, while others may be involved in other crimes. The sheriff said all the evidence is being turned over to the FBI as part of a larger investigation into the club. The group is now facing felony aggravated riot charges. Others are also facing additional firearms charges. Volusia County deputies said members are responsible for the Bike Week shootout between the Warlocks and the Mongols on State Road 44 at Racetrack Gas Station. The riot charges were issued after state law changed shortly after civil unrest in 2020 to prevent riots from happening in Florida. The new law defines aggravated rioting as participating in a riot with 25 people or more, causing great bodily harm to a person not participating in the riot, causing property damage exceeding $5,000, displaying of a deadly weapon, or engaging in vehicle traffic, endangering of vehicle traffic in public street. It is a second-degree felony and punishable by up to 15 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Volusia County Sheriff's Office believes that this is the first instant in which the rioting law has been used to file charges. The press conference is scheduled for 3 p.m. today with the FBI, the state's attorney's office, and Florida General Attorney, the Sheriff's Office. So check back with Chatting with Stacks for more details on this situation. Boom. Mic drop. Pretty wild situation, and we're going to cover it all the way through. This is the scene where it happened. So what I said was right. I got information from people that were there, and they said a large group of warlocks surrounded some Mongols, and then the Mongols came, and then a big situation happened. But I heard that two people were shot that day. So the story is pretty big, but the feds have been pretty busy ever since this all transpired. You remember back then, one person was in custody. This guy, Clinton Walker, I believe his name is. He was arrested for the shooting at the gas station. People probably thought, oh, it's over. That's it. But no, the Fed's been working, and they are hitting hard all across the state of Florida. 30 people in custody. Well, 29 in custody. They're searching for one more person. But if you're just joining us, the Mongols clubhouses were raided. Some Mongols' homes were raided. They found weapons all across the state of Florida. More details coming soon. I will bring you video as it comes in. And I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. So, today, we're talking about the Outlaw Sisterhood. The Temu twins. These guys are out of control, and we're going to talk about it. So, the Twin Outlaw Sisterhood, the guys who are online talking about, they're really challenging a lot of 1% clubs and different clubs out there. They wear a diamond with a badge on the other side of their cuts. So it's kind of weird. I think these two guys just had their cuts made from their mom. They live in their mom's basement. And they play biker, like they watch Sons of Anarchy and they think they're Jax Teller or something. So it's pretty wild. Now they're out there trying to challenge every 1%er on the internet. You know, the internet changed a lot of things over the years. And it really, and it shows, doesn't it? Let me see. I'm looking for something real quick. You guys are going to laugh when you see this. If I can find it. But I got some videos for you guys. You guys are going to laugh. So, these guys were arrested back in the day, not too long, a couple years ago, when the Black Lives Matter movement was going on. First, let's take a look at a video of the Twin Outlaw Sisterhood.
Temu. We get patches off the Temu. We get patches off the Temu. We get patches off the Temu.
So they said they get their patches off of Temu, huh?
We get matches off the Temu. We get matches off the Temu. We get matches off the Temu. We get matches off the Temu.
One little ball, two little ball, three little balls. Those Hell's Angels have no balls to come and get this. God bless. Hey, you. Yeah, you outlaw. What do you think you're doing out here past your bedtime? Twin Outlaw says you better get to bed, boy.
Did you know the Mongols and the Hells Angels act like this?
Well, did you also know that chickens 3 to 4 days old can do simple math under 5? Well, now you do.
These guys are nuts. They really are nuts. Like, you can't make this shit up with these guys. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? Chris Rankin, what's going on, man? How are you? Shout out to you. Yeah, today we're talking about the Outlaw Twin Sisterhood. And we got some videos to go along with this. Shout out to Hatchet. Lindsay, how are you? Bella, good morning or good afternoon, I should say. Ken, what's good? How are you? Path Killer. Historic. Is that how you say? Historic Fitness. What's going on? These guys are complete schmucks. Yes, they are. But we got some funny stuff on the way for you guys. Total Mama Lukes. They buy their cuts off of Temu, they said.
Matches off the Temu. We get matches off the Temu. We get matches off the Temu. We get matches off the Temu.
One little ball, two little ball, three little balls. Those Hell's Angels have no balls to come and get this. God bless.
Wow.
Hey, you.
Like, who are these guys out of their mind? Are these guys literally out of their mind? I mean, they must be. I mean, they're trying to instigate something, but these guys, look at them. They got cameras on. They got a 13 and a diamond on with a camera and a badge. So you're going to learn some information about these two girly girls today. The bounty hunters involved in a scuffle during protests in downtown Colorado Springs. They speak out. Huh? What do you say? They speak out? Yes, we have exclusive video for you guys to check out of the Outlaw Twin Sisterhood speaking out. This happened in Colorado Springs in 2019, around August. 2 bounty hunters involved in a fight were arrested after they showed up to a protest in downtown Colorado Springs on Monday. They sat down to speak with the news on Monday night about what happened. Dustin and Justin Brooks are twin brothers. Twin sisters. They explained that they showed up to the protest to voice their support of law enforcement. Huh? What do you say? A 1%er voicing their support for law enforcement? Come on, you can't get no more oxymoron than that. So, and they showed up to say all lives matter. The brothers say they did not show up looking for a fight, but that's exactly what they got. So the two say they saw the protest on social media and decided to show up there with their motorcycles to voice their opinion. As soon as they got off their bikes and went straight to the crowd, we heard the chant say, "Black Lives Matter." And we said, "All lives matter." Within 2 or 3 seconds, we were ran up on really, really fast, explains Justin Brooks. The twin sisters are seen in a video backing up as protesters spread out into the street. The sisters say they were assaulted and then had to pull their weapons. Officers arrived within minutes with their own weapons drawn. The brothers were ordered down on the ground and handcuffed as officers kept the crowd back. As that was happening, at least one angry protester pushed over the brothers' motorcycles. It didn't go down there. I don't know if he did go down there. to draw his weapons. I didn't go down there. I know I didn't go down there to draw our weapons, they said. We just were voicing our opinions like every American needs. When we pulled our weapons, was when the crowd assaulted us, they said. We pulled our weapons to have to back the crowd up. As soon as they backed up, we holstered our weapons, says Justin. The sisters were promptly arrested by Colorado Springs police. Yes, we did get charged with disorderly conduct, but they have to do what they have to do. It's their job, says Dustin Brooks. In the video posted to social media, the crowd can be heard yelling at the police to shoot these. Both men say they plan to fight the charges as they received numerous threats in the wake of the incident. A release from Colorado Springs Police Department pointing out people taking part in a protest were doing so peacefully, with officers on standby to ensure the safety of everyone around. The protesters to exercise their First Amendment rights. In states, the Brooks sisters arrived on motorcycles wearing bulletproof vests, handcuffs, bail bond badges, and handguns. At some point in the disturbance, one of the sisters was reportedly struck by a protester before they draw their handguns and holsters from their holsters. As of Monday afternoon, the sisters are the only people charged in the incident. So I got a video to go along with this little situation, and it's quite funny, and it's pretty long. You guys are going to enjoy this. Mark, what's going on? Thank you guys all for joining me. If you guys are just joining, we're talking about the Outlaw Twin Sisterhood. So Loud, what's going on? If you guys don't know, there was breaking news. A bunch of Mongols were arrested, about 30 people. 29 are in custody. One more they're looking for. And there was a massive FBI sweep in the state of Florida. And you heard it here first. And I will bring you more information as it comes available. If you guys are just getting here, rewind this video and you'll be able to hear exactly what happened. Hold on, let me get this video for you guys. You guys are going to love this. Without any further ado. Now, this is the incident where these guys went to the protest and talking about all lives matter. I think they went there for a problem. Hey, Slow Ride, what's up, man? They're throwing water bottles and stuff at them, too. This is gonna be a 2-part video, so it's pretty long. Look at the crowd moving with them. They're getting handcuffed. The crowd's clapping and shit. This is where the bike gets pushed over. Watch this. They pushed over their bikes. Yo, Ghost Eagle, what's up?
Yeah, you back up.
Like, look at my bike, man. Right? They would have got beaten if they touched my bike, cuffs or not. Hey, what's up, Spider Club Life? You're about to hear from the brothers theirself. She said that she's yelling, y'all knew they were cops because they're wearing their badges, bulletproof vests. They come down there like they're the Terminator or something.
Y'all knew they was cops. Y'all said that. Jumped out there.
Badge on! They have badges on. These showed up with badges on. They showed up on these bikes right here and they have badges on. Drew their gun out on the peaceful crowd and they have badges on. They have badges on. They have badges on, man. I got the
All right, I'm just gonna do the housekeeping first. If you guys can both just introduce yourselves and spell your names for me.
Yep, my name.
All right, you're about to hear it from the horse's mouth. Check this out, everybody.
My name is Dustin Brooks, D-U-S-T-I-N, Brooks, B-R-O-K-S.
My name is Justin Brooks. It's J-U-S-T-I-N, B-R-O-O-K-S.
And you guys can just look at me as we talk. A little less awkward that way.
Yeah.
First of all, we need to address the first thing to get rid of the confusion. What do you guys do for a living?
We are bail bounty hunters, and we go get fugitives off the street. What we do is we have to have a failure to appear warrant before we can even go apprehend anyone. We are not bail bondsmen by all means.
Explain to me, and either one of you can answer this. We can just have a free-flowing conversation here. Explain to me what happened today and why you guys decided to go down to the police operations center.
All right, I'll take it. I seen on Facebook that there was a rally going on down in downtown at City Hall, and I went ahead and was like, told my brother, hey, we need to go down and protest on our First Amendment, on what we believe was going on. And as soon as we got down there, didn't even get across the street. We got off the bikes. As soon as we got off the bike, we went over straight to the crowd, and we heard chanting of Black Lives Matter. We then said, you know, all lives matter. And within two or 3 seconds, we ran up on really, really fast. And
let me just stop you at that point. So knowing what you know now, I mean, what was your goal when you guys showed up there, and what might be some of the misconceptions? Because I think some people might believe you guys were showing up for a fight.
For a fight, yes. And a lot of people actually on social media thinks that what we went down there was to instigate something. And we only went down there to protest with them, to be able to show them that, hey, all lives matter. And that's that. It's just, and when we got down there, they all thought that we was an instigator. And it wasn't down there to fight or to look like an instigator, but only to tell them or show to the news or whatever that was down there that all lives matter, and not just one life or any, all lives matter. And it just got out of hand, and we only could do, I got assaulted, and when I got assaulted, I drew my weapon for interfering, for my life. And it's just, when you got a lot of people coming up on you like that, you only has a few things in your mind. What's gonna happen next? And when the SWAT came up to us, we ran down to them when they was coming down the street. And nobody else got that really on film. And nobody sees what really happened, only due to what they want to see. And
given what you guys experienced today and what you saw, I mean, you showed up out there with your motorcycles, with badges and your sidearms, and that did create some confusion. Is there anything that you guys would have done differently in how you guys went down there? I mean, I know it's armchair quarterback, but just looking back, is there anything you would have done?
Doing differently, maybe, I don't think I would have done anything different because we have our First Amendment right speaking.
And we have our Second Amendment right to be able to carry.
Now, maybe not going up to the crowd as fast and stayed to the cameras. Yeah, that probably would have stayed back, since we wasn't with them. In a way, that's what they thought. And
but I still don't think it would have prevented them coming approaching us.
Yeah.
Because as I got in the middle of the street, I was already attacked by them. So they didn't really care what we had to say.
Yeah.
They already had what they was going to in their minds, or a few people had already in their minds what they was going to do. But we was not the instigator. We was definitely there to point our view of that all lives matter, and they didn't care what we had to say.
I know this got to be a very scary situation for everybody involved, and as you guys mentioned when we were talking earlier, I mean, there were some young kids that were there protesting and whatnot. One of the things that police told us is a weapon was drawn, at least one. Can you just kind of talk about that decision and what you guys were seeing when you made that decision?
Well, honestly, I didn't go down there, and I know he didn't go down there to draw our weapon. No, period. We was just voicing our opinions, just like every American needs.
Has a right to.
When we pulled our weapon, was when the crowd assaulted us. We pulled our weapon to have the crowd back up. As soon as they backed up, we holstered our weapons, and we never had them drawn at all longer after that. I had my hand on my weapon just in case, because I was feared of what could happen next.
They was throwing sodas. They was throwing anything they could at us. And that's assault right there on us. As we get taught in our CCW classes or things, you've only got a few seconds to decide. We decided to keep our guns holstered, even though it could have been a bad situation, okay? We didn't want it that way. And a lot of people are looking at that, we wanted it that way. And if we did, it would have went a lot differently down there, okay? And the only reason, and you can see in some of the videos that we ran down to the SWAT team. Yeah, they took us down.
And we had our
hands up. And when they took us down, we complied with them. And it just shows that the police are not here for racism or anything like that. They are here for their job only, and to do what they have to do to protect their citizens. And that's what we need. But to show that they took us down, to show everybody else that we are here to protect everyone. They was there chanting and getting rage already before we even showed up. And when we showed up, it got out of hand. Now, the police didn't take any of them guys and arrest them, you know, or do anything. They took the people that looked like they was going to harm or what was, and they took us into custody. But they found out the story and what went on, and they went over the video cameras, and that's why they let us go. And what happened? And yes, we did get charged with disorderly conduct, but you know, they have to do what they have to do, and it's their job.
And I'm not upset with the officers. I'm not upset with the PD, how they handled the thing, because technically, sir, they did their job. They have and if I would have, and he would have probably not applied with them, yes, it would have probably been ugly.
And I don't want to keep you guys too long. I appreciate you guys sharing your story with us and sitting down with us. Again, hoping that cooler heads prevail. We can tell your side of the story, because I know sometimes those things can slip through the cracks.
Yes.
My last question for you guys is just, what happens now? I know obviously you guys, you know, will be taking on some charges here, but also I understand the misconceptions, the things that happen out there in social media, stuff like that. I mean, it can pose real threats to you guys. I mean, what are your concerns and what happened?
We've had plenty of death threats, and we'll probably continue with death threats. And you know, we wear our bulletproof vests as a citizen, as our jobs as well. But just the way the economy is nowadays, we have to protect ourselves, and we're gonna have to live one day at a time. You know, we might not be able to get a job in bail enforcement anymore after this. Our career is probably
done,
demolished. You know, a lot of people have already said we needed to move out of Colorado Springs.
That will never be
Are you guys, I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I mean, are you guys sorry at all for anything that unfolded today?
I'm not sorry for anything, because we have our First Amendment right, brother, freedom of speech.
You know, and civilians and the public need to not be scared of people that are going to
try to hurt us in any
we,
way.
We should be able to walk freely among the city, and be able to not feel scared. Law enforcement is not there all over the place like we wish they were. But unfortunately, we do have people that care about the citizens and the public. And unfortunately, as us going down there, it probably don't look good.
So you guys see them, their demeanor, little different from how they act on other videos, isn't it?
Matches off the Temu. We get matches off the Temu. We get matches off the Temu. We get matches off the Temu.
One little ball, two little ball, three little balls. Those Hells Angels have no balls to come and get this. God bless.
Hey, you. Yeah, you outlaw. What do you think you're doing out here past your bedtime?
A lot different, right? Their demeanor's a lot different from this.
Same. We support the citizens and we protect the citizens. But again, we only went down there to voice our opinion and to let them know that all lives matter. And we wasn't sitting here saying that their son or whoever got hurt there was not, it was in the wrong or whatnot. We was just saying all lives matter. Let's stand together and say all lives matter.
They don't mess with cops, though. That's the problem. Dustin and Justin Brooks.
Because it does. Kids, all race, lives matter.
Okay. I agree with that, brother.
Thank you guys again for sitting down and doing this. I know it takes some courage given everything that you guys have gone through today. So,
it's just, we just want to get out there.
Thank you for having us come down here, brother.
And really, their demeanor is totally different from what they are on the internet now.
Twin Outlaw says you better get to bed, boy.
Did you know the Mongols and the Hells Angels act like this? Well, did you also know
that chickens 3 to 4 days old can do simple math under 5? Well, now you do.
These guys are weirdos. But they buy their patches off of Temu. Path Killer, what's going on? Patrick, what's good? Freedom. It's about freedom, right? For them to wear 1%er patches and bulletproof vests, badges, and cameras so they can be protected. So you heard them in that video. I don't know if you guys heard it in the video, but they said that they just started the bail enforcement thing. They didn't even get to do anything. Like, they studied it. They got their certificate. And then this incident happened. So they're not bounty hunters. Imagine that. Imagine that they're not bounty hunters, just like they're not 1%ers. But they wear a badge like they are. So it's kind of weird. Everyone thinks that they're bounty hunters. They said it right there, that they're not bounty hunters. They didn't even get to do their job.
Appreciate to be able to get out on TV that, you know, we wasn't really the instigators, even though that you see on social media videos popping up, you don't see everything that has what happened before a person walked up there.
Now we have an explanation of why you guys were down there in the first place, what your goals were. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, guys.
So there's a lot more video to come back with these guys. So these guys are a bunch of clowns. They're fraudsters. They're not bounty hunters. They went down there in their little cosplay. They wear 1%er patches on their cuts. It's insane what these guys are doing. It really is wild. And if you guys don't know, there was breaking news. And Bill Stacks is the first one to break it about the big raid that happened at the Mongols Clubhouse and at the Mongols homes in Florida, statewide. 32 search warrants served. 30 people are, 29 are in custody. One is at large. And they busted down some doors, and you heard it here first. We got a lot more information. And I'm going to bring you all the info as it comes along. So statewide raid results in motorcycle club arrests over Bike Week shootout. If you guys remember New Smyrna Beach, when this guy was grazed in the head, it was a fight between the Mongols Motorcycle Club and the Warlocks Motorcycle Club. This guy was arrested. His name's Clinton Walker. He's a part of the Mongols. He was a part of the Outlaws, but he changed over to the Mongols. And so this is a result of that. It says a major, multiple Mongols, major sweep. The multiple Mongols Motorcycle Club members are now in custody in Volusia County across the state after major operation with the FBI. The sheriff's office says a group is responsible for a shootout between rival motorcycle clubs at a busy gas station in New Smyrna Beach during Bike Week. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office raided the Mongols Clubhouse and several members' homes early Wednesday. Now more than 30 people across the state are facing charges. 28 are in custody so far, including the club's president, who surrendered at his home in Edgewater. SWAT recovered multiple weapons from his home. SWAT also raided the Mongols Clubhouse in Edgewater. Volusia County Sheriff's Office, Mike Chitwood, said that the club's members, some of the club's members are in the country illegally, while others have been involved with some other crimes. The sheriff's office said all the evidence is being turned over to the FBI as part of a larger investigation into the club. The group is facing felony aggravated riot charges. Others are facing additional firearms charges. Volusia County deputies said that members are responsible for the Bike Week shootout between the Warlocks and the Mongols on State Road 44 at a racetrack gas station. The riot charges are issued after state law changed shortly after civil unrest in 2020 to prevent riots from happening in Florida. The new law defines aggravated rioting as participating in a riot with 25 or more people, causing great bodily harm to a person that's not participating in the riot, causing property damage exceeding $5,000, displaying a deadly weapon, or engaging vehicle traffic on public streets, endangering vehicle traffic on public street. It is a second-degree felony, punishable up to 15 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Volusia County Sheriff's Office believe that this is the first instant in which this rioting law is being used to file charges. And a press conference is planned for 3 p.m. today with the FBI and the state attorney's office in Florida. I will bring you that when it comes. So when they go live for the press conference, I will be live to show you guys exactly what is going on. I will bring you more information as it becomes available. Here's some pictures from the raid. This is one of the members getting arrested, and they must have busted through a fence or something. Looks like a painting that says Mongols. So a lot of things are happening. 28 people in custody, 1 person at large, and a lot more information on the way. You heard it here first on Chatting with Stacks, the only place that brings you exclusive content that you can't get nowhere else. You heard it here first. I appreciate all you guys for taking the time to watch this show. I will be live around 3 p.m. when they address everything that's happening. Shout out to Biker News Canada. Check out Biker News Canada. Go subscribe. Roy Cox, what's going on? Ken, Mountain Woman. Thank you guys all for joining me. Patrick, Ghost, Eagle, Spiders Club. We got a lot of great people in the house. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Happy 4th of July weekend coming up. And I will bring you more info as it comes about. Go check out my community tab for more information. If you want to see exclusive video, like the video of this shootout, it is on Patreon. I'm going to re-upload them all so I can bring them to you guys. And I will get the information in a nice little package for you. So if you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chatting with Stacks, the only place to get exclusive motorcycle and club content on YouTube. If you want to help out the show, you can cash at me at Chatting with Stacks or hit up Venmo, PayPal, Super Stickers, Super Chats, all that good stuff. And if you want to be a guest on the show and tell your story, email me at BillStacks2021 and we will talk and make it happen. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.